Hello, folks. Welcome, Pasolivo family. Happy Friday. Happy Memorial Day Friday. And welcome to another cooking cuisine. Today featuring Chef Michael. And hey, if you have been with us, this is the third time we're doing this. But third time's the charm. So we are on a roll. We are going to be doing vegan lasagna today, featuring our Cucina extra virgin olive oil and our Basil olive oil. Chef Michael is actually the owner and chef with Bella Via Food, and he is also the one who runs the Italian Mediterranean diet program at Cuesta College. We are going to go live with him, teach us some information, and also show us how to do a vegan lasagna. So, hello.
Oh,
Hi there, Chef Michael. Oh gosh, we've been working hard to get to this, so I'm excited. We have earned our education and our lasagna today for sure. Welcome.
thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you. Well, it's you, Derek.
So today you are going to be teaching us how to do a vegan lasagna, but also you're going to be educating us about the Mediterranean diet, correct?
Yes, I can give you some information about Mediterranean diet and the use of one of the most important things in Mediterranean diet, that is extra virgin olive oil. So this is extra virgin olive oil is one of the pillars of Mediterranean diet, just to let you know. And this is the base of the most part of my food preparation. I use always and only extra virgin olive oil for everything. Even for frying. I don't fry too much, but in any case I use extra virgin olive oil because I use some little trick to avoid so-called smoking point. You know, smoking point is the moment in which the extra virgin olive oil is no longer extra virgin olive oil. But extra virgin olive oil is the base of all my cooking, mostly. So you want to see how I make the lasagna, correct?
Correct. We are looking forward to lasagna, some education. You are from Naples, Italy, so you know all about. If anybody's going to know, it's going to be you knowing all about this diet, this nutrition, and just this lifestyle. So we're looking forward to getting that information, watching you cook, and maybe getting some tricks of the trade.
Okay. Let's do this. First of all, I want to say that the lasagna that I'm going to make is the base, okay? And we can talk today about the Mediterranean vegan lasagna because the base of lasagna is, of course, noodle, is some special sauce, and then mozzarella cheese and parmigiano and pecorino and ricotta. But of course, you can use the normal mozzarella or you can use the vegan mozzarella. So this is exactly the same principle. So the base of everything is you have to use a very nice sauce. I have my recipe for my sauce, marinara sauce. So you start from the basic of a marinara sauce and you use one of these fry, this one, okay? So, and then the very first thing you gotta do is to use as a base some sauce on the bottom and do this. And you cover all the bottom of the pan with your sauce. Now, let's pretend that we have the noodle cooked. We don't have the noodle cooked, but let's pretend we have the noodle cooked. And what you do is just take the noodle. Oh, first of all, for hygienic reason, you put the gloves, disposable gloves, of course. Okay, because you have to use your hands. That is the best way to do it. Okay. Tricky and difficult. And then you take the noodle. The noodle must be cooked before, of course. And the trick is, if the cooking time of the noodle is 13 minutes, you cook the noodle only for 75% of the time required for cooking.
Huh.
Because otherwise it becomes too soft. So let's pretend it is cooked. If the cooking time was 13 minutes, you cook for at the most 10, no more than that. Okay, so when it's drained, you put the noodle on the piece of paper or a cloth like this, clean of course, and you let it dry. Then you put this on the bottom like this. Okay? And then you put your sauce on top, like this. You cover very well. Okay. Now, this is very important when you do this, and the quality of your lasagna is based on the quality of the sauce. The sauce I use is made with the tomato, spicy, herbs, and most important, some very nice, some very nice extra virgin olive oil. I use your Cucina because this is really the base. Little trick to make this kind of sauce with this oil. You put the oil in a large pan, and you warm up just a little bit, just a little. And then you put garlic and onions inside, and you stir. You don't put immediately the sauce because you need warm oil, but not so hot, because we want to avoid the smoking point, like I said. And this is very easy because onions and garlic are made of water, basically. So the temperature of the oil drop down and then start to rise again until the water in the onions start to evaporate. Sorry for the technical explanation, but I want to say why it's much better to use extra virgin olive oil rather than other oil, because it's much better. And if you do this, if you use this trick, you avoid the smoking point, and you have the best result of a combination of oil with onions and garlic. At that point, you put inside the tomato, squeezed tomato or smashed tomato, and you let cook for long, long, long time. When I say long time, I say up to 6 hours. 6 hours. Done. When you've done this, the first thing you gotta do, you have to put inside ricotta. Can be ricotta, vegan ricotta, or can be normal ricotta. Let's assume that you are doing vegan lasagna, we use some vegan ricotta. You put ricotta on top, and you squeeze like this for all the lasagna. Like this.
Now, where are you finding your vegan ricotta from?
My friend Jenny. My friend Jenny, she has one of the best ricotta you can find. Honestly, I have to say something. At the beginning, I was a little bit concerned because I am traditionalist, of course. And I taste her mozzarella. And I have to say, not because she is here, the mozzarella is really good, and the ricotta as well. And we made vegan lasagna together using my expertise, my knowledge, and her lasagna, and we sold a lot of vegan lasagna to our shop, and it was a really, really successful. And we want to go on this way. Now, we will sell lasagna vegan. Of course, she said only vegan lasagna. I sell the lasagna with anything else. Also because once you finish your layer of ricotta, Okay, you put ricotta everywhere. Okay, so when you make the first layer of ricotta, like this, okay, and you squeeze everything, now you have to make the second layer of noodles. Okay, so you put another layer of noodles like this, and once again, sauce like this. Okay. Okay, what I was saying is that we use only cheese now. Is a vegan cheese, uh, vegan ricotta, vegan parmigiano, vegan pecorino, but this is the basic lasagna. You can use something else. For example, I made some beautiful eggplant that you can put on top, like this, and you can make a layer of eggplant.
So how did you make that eggplant? How is it prepared?
Good question. You have two ways to make this eggplant. First of all, you have to slice eggplant very thin, let's say a quarter of inch. And then you have two ways to make this kind of eggplant. One, to fry, and I do this with the extra virgin olive oil always. Or even better, you can put this in the oven. But when you put this in the oven, you have to use two kind of trick if you want. First of all, you have to drizzle some Cucina olive oil on the bottom of the pan, and then you put the slice of the eggplant on top with a little salt, and you drizzle still, but with Cucina olive oil. Because in the oven will be about 350 degrees, and you put there for only 20 minutes. The oven will be very hot, and you avoid the eggplant to burn. The oil is excellent. Okay, so let's go on in this way. We put some eggplant on top like this. Okay, and still noodle again. Now, because on eggplant there is no sauce, on the eggplant we can put some sauce also, like this, and then still noodle. Voila, easy. Still sauce on the noodle, like this. Basically, my mom said, lasagna, more things you put inside, the more things you find when you eat, you know. So we can use eggplant, but you can use also something else, like bell peppers, like a zucchini. Always done in the same way, means fried, or I suggest in the oven. Oven is much better. Okay? Still.
Would mushrooms work, like a portobello mushroom?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is one of my alternatives. Is yes, portobello mushroom. Any kind of vegetable that you want to use, basically. That's why when I do lasagna, I make it a basic lasagna because I call it basic because it's just the beginning. Now you can put anything inside you want. Last part is mozzarella. This is a vegan shredded mozzarella.
I don't think anybody would be able to tell the difference.
No, I agree with you. Because many years ago, tasting the mozzarella, normal mozzarella, shredded mozzarella, and the vegan, you can appreciate the difference. Nowadays, I don't know, maybe because my friend Jenny, she makes the best mozzarella, but it's really good. I mean, you cannot see the difference. I mean, you can make fun of people, try to make them understand which is the difference between one mozzarella and the vegan mozzarella. No, you're right. Absolutely right. This is really great. So once you do this, you shred all the mozzarella on top, and then last again this sauce. Voila, like this. Last but not least, some mix of Parmigiano and Pecorino vegan, still very good. In some case, the vegan Parmigiano is a little stronger than normal Parmigiano because Parmigiano, it depends where it comes from, can have a different flavor and depends on how aged is the cheese you put on top. Okay, now to finish this, before to put in the oven, you should put on top some fresh basil. But if you put this in the oven with the fresh basil, sometimes the fresh basils become too burnt. I have found a good solution with your basil oil, because if you drizzle the oil on top like this, you have the taste of the basil without the problem of a burning. That is great, you know. So, and then if you want, at the end, at the very end, when the stuff comes out from the oven, the result is this that I cooked previously. Okay.
Oh wow!
When you do this, you have two choices. One, you can put some extra pictures of extra leaves of basil and some extra drizzle of basil, like this. Voila.
Wow,
Now,
that looks delicious.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, I cannot say that because it's mine, but it's very good. I mean, honestly, it's very good. And with this, you know, if you want to just make some decoration, you can put some extra leaves of fresh basil or some arugula. But with this drizzle is perfect. It's really, really, really great. Now you can put this in the oven. In the fridge, and we stay for a long time, or you can cut and you can freeze. Works perfectly, and you can have it for a long, long, long time. We will just tell me.
I was seeing the cheese melts so beautifully, and I want to make sure when you say your friend Jen, it's not just somebody you ran into. This is Jen from the Vreamery that is in the Paso. Oh, yeah. From the Paso Market Walk, and we can all get a hold of the ricotta, the mozzarella, the Parmigiano, all vegan, and look how well it melted. Exactly. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Exactly. This is exactly that. So now we cut in one pieces like this. Yeah, these has been cooked a couple hours ago.
Now my coworker is over there filming you right now, and I just realized she just finagled herself into some vegan lasagna. Katie, I know what you were doing. I know what the whole deal was. Sneaky. Look at that, guys.
That's it.
What? Oh my gosh, that looks gorgeous. Thank you, Vanna.
Well,
wow. Delicioso. Oh my gosh.
So the funny part is this. Everybody can do that. Everybody. It's just a matter of, it's a little bit long process, but everybody can do it. Everybody can be good. Just remember to have a good process. We say in Italy, that is one of the base of Mediterranean diet is that a healthy meal is made by a good quality of the ingredient, good quality of the process, and good quality of the company. Because you don't want to eat alone. You want to eat with someone that you can enjoy the life with you. That's it.
I love that. So this is not only good food, but there's some health benefits to it. What are the health benefits to this extra virgin olive oil?
Well, extra virgin, I don't want to. Extra virgin olive oil has so many components that are really good for your nervous system and for your circulation. So all the polyphenol that are inside are really very good, and there are, there is a very nice movie that everybody should see. It's called Lorenzo oil. They give a scientific explanation on why extra virgin olive oil is so healthy and so good for your body. Okay, now the extra virgin olive oil is very important. It must be extra virgin olive oil, means that being processed in a way that all the benefit must be inside. That's why it must be fresh, must be very low level of acidity and very well stored. All the polyphenol inside are really protective for your nervous system and for your circulation. You know, now it's it's long story, but all of us, we should have at least every day 6 or 7 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil a day, especially people of my age. You know.
That's I hear that from cardiologists. I hear this from dietitians, from nutritionists. This is not just coming from one person, but PhDs are saying extra virgin olive oil is something that should be in your diet. This is almost medicinal at this point, but just tastes fantastic. So it's a win-win.
Yes, I mean, extra virgin olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil was almost some kind of divine product in ancient Greek and ancient Roman, and the extra virgin olive oil was used for many diseases at that time. But one of the big features of extra virgin olive oil is that is a protector. It protects you against many diseases. Like I said, the neurological system is protected by extra virgin olive oil, the main component of extra virgin olive oil. So that's why it should be used for almost everything. I use extra virgin olive oil every single day for everything. This is my way to live. But the funny part is this. Do you know where the term Mediterranean diet was born? It was born here in the United States. Because the guy that was invented the term of Mediterranean diet was a professor from Minnesota University. His name was Ansel Keys. He had 2 PhD and he decided to live most part of his life in the southern part of Italy, just 1 hour down of my hometown, and we start to make extra virgin olive oil for himself. That gives you the importance of extra virgin olive oil. Now, not because you make extra virgin olive oil, but extra virgin olive oil is really basic for Mediterranean diet on everything. Hello? I don't hear. If you want to, I have just a little suggestion for cooking that everybody should use. Why I'm telling you that you can use extra virgin olive oil for cooking, whatever you do. When you decide to use extra virgin olive oil for cooking, to avoid the smoking point, there is a simple trick. You put extra virgin olive oil in a pan and start to warm up. You put inside the garlic. When you put the garlic inside and the garlic starts to change color, starts because it's a white, when it starts bubbling and change oil, at that point in your extra virgin olive oil, you have the maximum of the flavor of the garlic and is a reasonable temperature, so it's very far from smoking point, and then you can use it. So it's just a good balance between warming and tasting of the garlic without burning oil. That is the point in which you should start to use the oil. Put inside, I don't know, tomato or bell peppers or vegetable, or even fish, whatever you want to put inside. At that point is the best. That is my suggestion. It's a chemical reaction of the best use of extra virgin olive oil.
Well, we've learned so much from you today. Thank you so much. I know it was a hassle getting on, but I am so thrilled that you stuck with us. Thank you so much. This is all fantastic information. So you not only run the Italian Mediterranean diet program at Cuesta College, you also are the chef and owner of Bella Via Food and Coffee, and can be found at quite a few farmers markets, the Paso Robles, the Atascadero, and the Templeton farmers markets. Is that correct?
Yeah, and Morro Bay, and Arroyo Grande, and Cayucas.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, folks, you see him here, and you can go visit him. You can go and ask him more questions if he's not busy, and pick his brain. So what do you sell at these farmers markets?
Well, lasagna, as you can see. I sell stuffed shell. Mean rather than ravioli, are shells stuffed with the ricotta and in marinara sauce, of course. Sometimes risotto, and sometimes also some stuff that is some kind of indulgence, like tiramisu or almond flour cakes, you know, this kind of stuff. Basically.
Wow. That all of that sounds indulgent to me. It all sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, right.
Wow. Okay, so people can visit you and they don't have to do any cooking that night. They can go and pick up some amazing Italian fresh foods from you and just go home, open up a bottle of wine, and call it a day.
Red wine, possibly, if it's possible.
Red wine. Do you have a specific red wine that you suggest with all of these?
Well, I mean, you know, as Italian, I love Italian wine. And I can say that one of the best wine with this is a red wine, and should be from northwest, possibly, or Tuscany. They make excellent wine, excellent red wine. But it's a little bit difficult to find. Well, some winery, they do that, but, you know, I have my source of wine.
Okay, so
what I prefer the best.
Start with red wine, and if you can find an Italian red wine, even better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Pleasure.
If they want to find you at Cuesta, they just hop onto the Cuesta website and they'll be able to find your program there.
Yes. When that should be start from September, because as you know, Cuesta College is closed now, and we think that we will start courses in September now.
Okay, class is starting up. Things are getting back to normal. So if you are more intrigued in this and want to learn a bit, get more in depth into the Mediterranean diet, a little bit more of the nutritional aspect of it, this is something that is right up your alley. Again, like I mentioned before, this is a diet that is sustainable. This is not something that you're going to get tired of or is not manageable in everyday life. This is a beautiful diet that will follow you in life happily. So something a lot
Yeah.
easier to do. So yeah.
Very easy to do. When you have
Yeah.
the right product, the right ingredient, and the right process, it's very easy and very healthy. And like I said, I am very glad because uh, I am always one of the sustainer of extra virgin olive oil. I cannot live without. Extra virgin olive oil is the only thing I can use in my kitchen for my life. Always, never, even for fry, I use extra virgin olive oil. Like I said, you know, with a little trick. I don't burn anything. If I have to fry, I use extra virgin olive oil. That's it.
So that it's all right there at your fingertips, folks. We're just here. I think what we're both saying is quality over quantity, making sure you're getting fresh products. That lasagna, Chef Michael kept saying it was very simple, but it is such a clean and full of quality type recipe that you don't need to load it up with things if it is good cheese, good pasta, good marinara sauce, good extra virgin olive oil. And I think that's what a good diet should consist of.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you so much for your
Simple is the
time.
best.
We
My pleasure. My
We're
pleasure.
blessed to have you. Have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Thank you so much for sticking with us as we figured out our technological issues. And hopefully we will see you on the other side. So at a farmer's market or at one of your classes too. So that starts in September, folks. If you're more interested in that, then hop on the Questa website. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I will be picking Katie's brain if she ends up eating some of that lasagna. I'll be very jealous. have a good evening. Thank you for joining us, and you can sign off. I will be talking about what is coming up, and I have given a little hint to that, and that is the fact that we are kind of reformatting our cooking cuisine. So now it's going to be every month. It is not going to be a continuous every Friday. It's going to be every month, once every month. Still a Friday. And we will be coming to you with enough time to be able to look at the product, come to the tasting room, taste the products, bundle them up, get home, and then have it set on your calendar so you can cook with us and follow along. We are going to have top chefs that you are able to be on cooking with live. So this is the kind of thing that you just, such an amazing thing to be able to do. Grab the family, grab some of your friends who are good cooks or love cooking and watch us live and follow along. Grab that bottle of wine and join us. Until then, and we've got somebody set up, I believe, for June. So look on Instagram, look on your emails, on Facebook, all over social media on when that's going to be. Put it on your calendars and get yourself set so that you have that bundle in front of you when we're talking about it. You all know, you've been watching long enough, that it is one of those things that you do, your mouth is watering. It's like, gosh, I really wish I had that right now. You can. We will give you the ingredients. We will give you the bundle. We will make sure you are set for the next time. So that's going to be coming up in June. So we will sign up for the continuous Fridays, and we will see you every month now. And it'll be a new Top Chef that you get to interact with live. So that's kind of exciting. So that's what's coming down the pike. Remember, you can always swing into our tasting rooms. We've got the ranch that's open from 11 to 5. We've got the downtown store that's open from 10 to 6, unless it's Sunday, then it's 10 to 5. But there are a couple places you can come taste. Come ask questions. If you're interested in that club but not quite sure, come on in. Pick our brains. That's what we're here for. Hopefully you have a fantastic and very safe weekend, 3-day weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you very much for joining us. And if you joined us through all of this, then you know it was worth the wait. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, guys.